see anyone coming that close to him.
As we are set to go here in this second half, Heidelberg leader by 45 points. Gilmore with the right hand down, but the ball is in dispute once more. Edmonds gets it forward. He was looking for Possart. Didn't work out though. Now chasing it is Jenkin. Corey Sleep it is, sorry. He slaps the ball forward with the left hand. Works out though for Heidelberg. Picked up by Nadalen, who sweeps it towards the centre of the ground. It will be cut off though. Well done by Bella. Fends off one tackle. Sends a handball back into Stefan Uzalak, who darts one inside forward 50 and finds a teammate on the lead. It was a bullet from Stefan Uzalak. He hit up Ben Patterson. And that's a perfect start for Montmorency. Yeah,
it's exactly what they would have been speaking about. He's kicking that first coming out of the break and then see what can happen from there. But he'll stripe this probably on the 50-metre line here, and he'll need to hit it pretty well for it to sail through.
Ben Patterson will line up from about 45 to 50 metres out. Such an important kick to get the ball rolling for Montmorency in this second half. His kick is up, and it hugs the left goalpost, just sways across the face of goal. It was a good kick, but took it too far to the left, did Ben Patterson.
Yeah, just didn't start it. Probably needed to start at that right goalpost, and it just faded too much on him. So that's an opportunity they would have loved to have taken coming out of the break.
Heidelberg to bring it back in. Stagnant movement for them at the moment. Lead provided by Signorello, but nothing doing. Ball is pumped out of there towards the far wing. Underneath it, Uzalak and Gilmore. No mark taken. It falls to the back of the pack and falls to Dylan Clark, who handballs it towards Shepherd. And now they do move it forward. A little dribbling kick forward finds Getty, but the boundary line does win out that time, and we will toss it back in. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter. One behind for Montmorency. No score yet for the Tigers. Ball's tossed back in once again. Underneath it, Uzalak and Gilmore do battle. Ball finds the back of the pack. Corey Sleep under it. He's wrapped up instantly by Bunker, and the boundary line does win out that time once more.
Their pressure just doesn't stop from Heidelberg. They're just relentless all game long, and you can see why they have been so successful over a long period of time.
Umpire throws the ball back in. Underneath it, Gilmore's uncontested. He gets the instant tap down, but no one really wins it out for the Tigers, and Holmes under there for the Pies. Ball goes to ground though. Sleep there as well, and we will ball it up again. 44-point lead for Heidelberg. We ball it up once more. Gilmore, it falls to his lap. He sends a snapping ball forward of 50. Smith retrieves it. Dribbles one inside the forward 50. Keys does a sidestep. Right foot snapback goal. Towards the goal line. It dribbles to the right. No goal there for Tom Keys. It was a good effort, though, for the big man.
Keys' day could have been phenomenal if he had capped off some of his work in front of goal.
Keys with 1 goal, 3, as you mentioned, Bailey. Darting ball back inside. Connor Kane gives it back to Broadbent, and they move it out on the far side. Gilmore probably just overran that one. The ball went over his head, and now Monty using it by hands. Clark back inside to Patterson, who's wrapped up instantly. And now Heidelberg try to get it forward, but it's cut off by Holmes. And Monty bring it towards this broadcast area. Uzalak, he handles to Green, who's caught, and the umpire says holding the ball. Free kick going the way of Matty Signorello, who's had a good game, as has a lot of these Tigers. Signorello chips one out wide, and it is in Matthew McInerney's hands. Edmonds provides the lead, but nothing doing. McInerney just decides to go back. And is now with Possar. He's looking for an option. Just darts one forward to Sean Martin. He's had a good day in defence for the Tigers as well. Martin chips one forward to Bunker. Just playing that possession football that we spoke about. They don't need to do anything silly, do Heidelberg. You chip it forward once more to Honey.
This ball use is so good that they're able to do this just to take a bit of sting out of the game.
Honey sends it down this broadcast wing. Gilmore stands underneath it. Edmonds fists the ball forward, trying to get it to his teammate in Andrew. But Broadbent gets there for cover. Andrew does really well and retrieves possession. Sidesteps one tackle. Sends the ball forward by hand. And Kearns just slowly walks it over the boundary line. It will be tossed back in on the paint of the 50 for the Tigers. We've gone about 4.5 in this third quarter. 45-point lead for Heidelberg. Ball to be tossed back in once more as the sun does break through the clouds here at Montmorency Park. Gilmore with the double hand taps it forward. Honey over the top. Dimatina shot towards goal. It is through. James Nadal, and it was, I should say, the classy finish. And he does have his first of the day.
Once again, started in the rock with Sam Gilmore. Beautiful tap out into that open space, and they had Tigers absolutely everywhere.
51-point lead now for Heidelberg. Goal to James Nadal, and classy finish streaming in inside forward 50. Slotted it from about 40 metres out. Montmorency will need to go back to the drawing board once again, most likely. Looks like they've put Steph Uzelac in the ruck to start this second half, which we didn't really see in the first half. They were mainly rotating Ben Davis and Will Bella, but Uzelac is the change this time.
Yeah, they need to change something up because Gilmore's killing them at the minute.
Gilmore with the right hand taps it forward. Keys comes off the back of the stoppage. Bunker's kick was smothered, but it does get out to the wing. Signorello there. Sidesteps one, did really well. Goes inside to Edmonds. He streams by foot. Handballs over the top to Honey. Now tries to look for Keys. The handball was out in front of him, but does find him eventually. Tries to sidestep a couple tackles. Doesn't work out for him, though. His handball's poor. Monty can't pick it up, though, by hand. Bunker, handball underneath. Getty, wrapped up in the tackle, but gets the handball out. Edmonds, dribbling ball, but it's cut off. Umpire said not 15, play on, though, as they do get it out to Kieran Keating. Takes a nice diving mark, and he's made to work for it afterwards. Nadal runs into him, and he says, sorry, mate. That was an accident.
Yeah, I reckon he thought it might have hit the ground there, so he's just going to put a bit of pressure on.
Keating with the left foot ball will be cut off by Bunker, who gets a hand to it. Boundary line wins out that time. Right in front of us here on this broadcast side. Centre wing. 51-point lead for Heidelberg. 13-9-87. Plays 5-6-36. Ball is tossed back in once more. Gilmore with the right hand taps it straight to Honey. Perfect ruck work from Sam Gilmore. Underneath it, Getty. He taps it to McKenna. Gets past two tackles. Sends a dart inside the forward 50 for Keys. Can't take it on the second grab. Underneath it, Naismith there. And doing well was Ben Davis, who was wrapped up in a tackle instantly, and we will ball it up 25 metres out from the Tigers' goal. They had us peppering here.
Yeah, and once again, look out for the Tiger Smalls here at ground level.
Keys takes out the ruck. Can't get boot to it, though. Underneath, left foot snap from Honey. Here's through. Honey with the classy finish once more, and Heidelberg just roll on.
Yeah, that's probably your ball game there. They kicked the first two of the third term, and now they'll just be able to control the rest of the game and continue their unbelievable run that they're on at the minute.
57-point lead for the Tigers. 14-9-93 plays 5-6-36. Probably an untenable comeback here for Montmorency. But this is where you learn. You use this second half to learn. They might come up against Heidelberg in the finals. So there's definitely all the points of education to come from this second half for the Magpies. Gilmore wins the tap down with the right hand and wins his own centre clearance. High towards the tip of the goal square. Keys underneath it. Takes the mark. A strong mark from Tom Keys. Defeated Davis in the bodywork. And he will line up from 15 out or 20 out directly in front.
Ben Davis isn't a small man, and Tom Keys is just way too strong. It shows the strength that he does have. Like, he plays at full forward or he plays in the guts. He's one of those blokes that's just so hard to stop.
Keys will line up for his second of the day. And they have just had a flurry of goals today, Heidelberg. Fortunately for them, they've also got spearhead Zane Barzen to come back in. So there's a flurry of talent everywhere. Keys comes in, his kick is through. He's got his second of the day, and Heidelberg continue on to a 63-point lead.
Yeah, also without Brad and Sire, obviously the ex-Pie, he adds so much to this group. His ball-winning ability as well as hitting scoreboard.
Another key thing for Montmorency as well is to not lose percentage if they don't have to. They do have the draw, though, so it's really only Dymo that they are fighting with in that one, but it might come to them and Diamond Creek having the same amount of points at the end of the season. So they will want to keep tabs for them. But Heidelberg, as we can see, coming into this one with a 224 percentage, they only just bolster that currently with a 63-point lead. And let's be honest, it could be a lot more the way they're playing right now. Ball's tossed back up once again. Gilmore with the right hand. Bunker comes off at the back of the stoppage. Handballs to Honey. And now they can move it through once more. Good kick to Kai Kearns. He looks to play on. He is tackled, and that will be a 50-metre penalty. Bone did think that Kearns would play on. but the umpire didn't signal it, and there will be another shot for goal for Heidelberg here. Kai Kearns will line up from probably 25 out on a slight angle. He's looking for his 4th of the day. Just goals galore here for Heidelberg, really.
He's been spectacular. He hasn't had a whole lot of the footy, but when he has, he's just made the most of it.
To put the ton on the board for the Tigers, only minutes into this third quarter, Kai Kearns lines up and his kick is through. Sends their margin out now to a 69-point lead. And really, after that first quarter, this was probably pretty unpredictable, it's fair to say.
Yeah, well, it was a tight contest for the first 30 minutes of the game, and then since then it's been all Heidelberg, which you come to expect of them. Monty have put together such a good year, but Heidelberg are just that next level. When they play their best footy, you can see nobody can really come close to them.
69-point lead, as I mentioned, for the Tigers. They are running away hot with this one, and really it could get even uglier. Gilmore underneath it. Lentini tries to soccer it, but his kick is ricocheted. The handball over the back doesn't work out for Montmorency. It's inside forward 50 for Heidelberg once more. They retreat by hand, though, the Pies. Lentini to Butcher to Bone, and now it is with Batchelor. High ball out, sends it towards the forward 50 for Montmorency. Patterson couldn't take the mark. He does keep it in play, though, underneath it. And now the ball does go out of bounds, just on the pain of the 50 for the Pies. About 9 minutes gone in this third term. Here's a good chance for Montmorency to have a few stoppages forward to centre. As it looks to be a little bit of a fight on ground. Just can't see who it is there. Body still on ground. Might be Matt Clark underneath it. It is. Play goes on though. Holmes, handball, Lentini. Flying shot at goal is across the face.
Yeah, Deno Dwyer and Matt Clark just get into each other. You don't mind seeing a bit of wrestle there.
Lentini with his first blemish of the day. Ball to be brought back in for Heidelberg. Not a lot of movement. They're looking towards this broadcast side. Sent high towards this centre wing. Underneath it, getting up there, Andrew. Free kick going his way. He's had a few leaps today, has Jack Andrew.
Yeah, that one's going to Gilmore. He's just shoved straight in the back.
Umpire has called play on now. Clark sends a ball forward. Good possession from Keys to McKenna. He handballs it forward once more. Keating, 5 metre pass to Getty. Umpire said no chance, that was close to the distance. And the ball is sent into the high sky of Montmorency once more. Dylan Clark coming in though, over Connor Kane taking the intercept mark. Kane wanting the free kick, but the umpire says no.
Dylan Clark could nearly kick this distance.
He's about probably 45 metres out on a 45-degree angle. With the confidence of the Tigers, why not go back and have a crack? Clark, the slow build-up. To put he decides to chip it towards the top of the goal square. No mark taken. Good fist at the back by Broadbent. Lots of bodies underneath it. Getting out of it is Shepherd. McKenna, his kick smothered instantly. Keys, high snap at goal is left. And he puts through another minor score. He's kicked 2 goals 4 today, has Tom Keys.
Could have had an absolute day out. He's still been spectacular, but imagine his game with 6 goals next to his name.
As Montmorency bring it towards the centre of the ground once more. Healy couldn't take the mark, and it goes to ground. Signorello, he handballs it back. Tardio, out wide to Clark. Keeps it inbounds. Sends a ball towards the paint of the 50 and the boundary line. Keys underneath it. Holmes keeps it in for Montmorency. They handball it back. Uzalak, Lentini now. His handball is cut off. It was well done by Dimatina, who's shot at goal. Finds Kearns. Plays on. Right foot snap is true. Kai Kearns, number 5, kicks his 5th goal of the day. And Heidelberg just continue on.
It's just a really bad error by Marcus Lentini. It's not something we're used to seeing, just an errant handball straight into the guts and turnover, and the Tigers had blokes everywhere, and Kearns was able to kick his 5th.
75-point lead now for the Tigers. They will look to want to extend this one out to 100 if they can. Some clinical football here, showing why they are well atop the Division 1 ladder, and they will be red-hot favourites, as we mentioned before, coming into September action. Bella and Healy to do battle now. in the centre of the ground. Bella with the right hand wins the tap out that time. Bunker underneath it, can't get possession. Bone there, picks it up for the Magpies. And he sends one inside the forward 50 once more. Underneath it, Davis. Good hands. Batchelor, he's tackled well though. It was good by Martin. He sends the handball back, looking for McInerney. Dispossessed. Umpire waves play on. Holmes. Handball. Lentini. Left foot snap. He's across the face towards the top of the goal square though. Clark takes the chest mark. A rare highlight for Monty. Nice mark from Matthew Clark. And he will line up for his second goal of the day.
Yeah, just great bit of body work. Allowed him to get a bit of space and take a nice contested mark. And yeah, should go back and convert this one.
Matthew Clark for his second of the day, as I mentioned. He will want to put this one through. Just give Monty a little bit of excitement here in this second half. Clark comes in, his kick is up, and it is through. Matty Clark, his second of the day, and the Pies sixth.
If the Pies can break even and try and limit the Heidelberg scoring, it's something to take into the next week. That's what they've got to look at for the remainder of this game, is what they can take into their next clash next weekend.
Clark and Davis both with 2 for the day. Bone and Batchelor have 1 for the Magpies. On the opposite end, it's Kearns with 5, Andrew with 3, and 2 for Keys and Smith, and a bunch of singles for the Tigers as they have put on 17 already. Halfway through this third quarter, it's Heidelberg once again by 69 points. Ball is tossed up. Slap out by Healy. It falls to Dylan Clark. He gets through a few tackles and bananas one inside 50. Coming out of the back was Keys. He took the mark over Jenkins. That was impressive by Tom Keys.
Yeah, probably their 2 best players in Clark and Keys link up once again. Clark to get out of probably 3 or 4 tackles in the middle, and then for Keys to just charge through and take a nice mark on the lead.
Tom Keys, he will kick from about 45 out directly in front. Keys' kick is up. It looks to be left. And he does register another behind, although it might have been rushed. There might have been a fist in there first. Another behind for the Tigers. 70-point lead exactly now. Ball is brought back in through Jenkins. Sends one into the middle of Montmorency Park. The ball does go to ground now. Uzlak gets there first. He sends the handball back. Broadbent wrapped up instantly. And we will ball it up again. And now there's a bit of scuffle again with O'Dwyer and Clark, it looks like. Not loving each other at the moment. Umpire doesn't waste any time though. Balls it up instantly. Healy and Bella do battle. No winner out of the ruck that time. Lentini sends the ball forward for Montmorency once more. It goes to ground. Edmonds and Patterson with the foot race. Edmonds gets there first, I should say. Lentini comes in hard ahead of Moxon. Clark, right foot snap towards the goal line. No touch on the line from Shepherd. Clark puts through his third. And they have back-to-back goals to Montmorency.
I think that's what the message will be at 3/4 time is let's see how much of the lead we can dig into and see how close we can get to the Tigers.
Good finish from Matthew Clark. Spearhead forward gets another. He's still not having agreements with this Heidelberg defence. Can Heidelberg get another one? Can Montmorency get another one, I should say. Spirit's getting a little bit higher though, which is good to see. We are back in the middle of Montmorency Park once more. Healy with the right hand that time did really well. Keys comes crashing in the pack and runs into his teammate. And Bella can win the centre clearance now for Monty. His handball is cut off though by McInerney, who sweeps the ball forward for Heidelberg once more. Chasing there is Mills. Tardio did well and provides the pressure. It's picked up by Uzalak, whose handball was unclean. And the boundary line does win out again. Right in front of the pavilion here at Montmorency Park. 64-point lead for the Tigers. 17 minutes gone. Third term action on your NFNL's match of the day. Ball is tossed back in once more. Bella with the right hand slaps the ball forward. Shepherd chasing it as is Batchelor. Batchelor taps it forward out in front of the interchange gates for the Tigers. And we'll ball it in again. Good to see Monty getting a bit of hands on the ball though, Bailey.
Yeah, it's what they needed. Just a bit of confidence to take into this final quarter and see what they can get out of this game.
Ball tossed back in once more. Bella takes it out of the ruck. He's wrapped up though by Healy. And the umpire crosses himself. We will ball it up again. Ball up. Bella slaps it forward with the right hand. Umpires paid a holding the man free kick. Going the way of the Magpies. It looks to be going to Corey Sleep. Jenkin providing the give-off option, but Sleep doesn't give. Slow build-up here as he looks to drive it inside forward 50 for Montmorency once more. Trying to hit Uzlak but can't. It was a good intercept mark from Healy. Playing that second fiddle to Gilmore. McInerney. He handles it off. Back to McInerney. Shepherd now. Gains possession. Goes back. Possar. High ball along the far wing for Heidelberg. Sending underneath it. Sleep can't take the mark. Good intercept from McKenna. Sleep there as well. And now it does fall over the boundary line once more. 18.5 gone. Third term. Ball is to be tossed back in on true centre wing on the far side. Here at Montmorency Park. Bit of sun, bit of cloud. We are tossed back in. Tardio tries to slap it forward, but Mills did the better. Picked up by O'Dwyer for Heidelberg. His handball is poor though. It might work out for Montmorency this time. Sleep's taken high by O'Dwyer. Free kick going the way of the Montmorency forward, and there is a little bit of scuffle afterwards. But it's held up. Sleep tries to take the advantage, but you cannot do that. Got to come back over your mark.
Maybe a good thing because Heidelberg was about to intercept it.
Sleep will line up from the paint of the 50, it looks like. On a 45-degree angle. Tough kick, but may as well take your chances now. Corey Sleep. He's had a bit of a quiet day so far, fair to say. He will want to kick this one. Had a good season so far. Sleep. He's kicked 23 goals for the season, so definitely nothing to be too shy about. Corey Sleep comes in, his kick is up, it's towards the goal line, and it is through. Good classy finish from Corey Sleep.
Strike that beautifully from outside 50, and yeah, that's 3 in a row. Now for the Pies as they start to regain a bit of momentum.
Well said, Bailey. 3 goals in a row for Montmorency. Cuts the lead back to 58, so it's what they would have wanted to see, the Montmorency coaching staff. Just little by little, if we can cut this lead a little bit. No one's definitely expecting them to win at this point, but getting this margin back to a more reputable scoreline is something that they want to see as Sam Gilmore does come back into the middle for Heidelberg.
Yeah, it's all about what they can now take for the remainder of this game, what positives they can take from it.
Gilmore to Keys and now to Clark. Bunker sends it inside the forward 50 for Heidelberg once more. Kane couldn't take the intercept mark. Drop what he probably should have taken. Underneath it, Jenkin as well. Kane there, and we will ball it up inside forward 50 stoppage. 20 minutes gone. Third term, 58-point lead for the Tigers. Gilmore with the right hand, tries to tap it down. Bella, though, there as well. He shrugs off the Gilmore tackle and sends a high ball out of there. Standing underneath it, good mark from Matthew Clark. Took that one well over Nadalin, and he moves it on out on the far wing. Mills is retrieving it now. Shepherd's off McKenna so that his teammate in green could get there first. He sends a darting ball inside looking for Clark again. Couldn't take the mark. And it falls to Heidelberg hands. Nadalin. He handballs it to Bunker, who sends it out to Shepherd. It was good retreat. Just calm work from Heidelberg. And they were able to get it out of there. Shepherd moves it on to McInerney. Can't take the mark though. Good fist over the line. And we will toss it back in once more. 58-point lead, 22 gone, third term.
Yeah, it's really good fight here by Montmorency. They're just trying to see how close they can get to the Tigers. And, I mean, you never know. It's 1% chance they can win from here, but you just never know in footy.
Gilmore with the right hand taps it down. It falls to Patterson for Montmorency. And the umpire says, I'll have that one. He was wrapped up pretty quickly. So we come to red time in this third term. Right hand from Gilmore. It finds Montmorency hands, but there's an instant tackle again. And we will ball it up once more. Bella with the right hand. Gilmore wins it out though. Tries to get the handball to Clark and does. His kick is ricocheted though. And it's retrieved but wrapped up. Want to see Lentini. Want to see Holmes fire towards this last quarter for Montmorency. Ball comes out. It finds Getty for Heidelberg, who wins the clearance forward, but the intercept mark is taken by Connor Kane. Good work at the front of the pack. Uzlak providing him an option, but nothing doing. Kane goes back over his mark and he's called to play on. Dishes off the handball now. It's with Naismith who handballs back to Kane and sends the ball towards the paint of the 50 for Monty. There's Heidelberg bodies everywhere. But the boundary line does win out that time. 23 gone, third term. Just ticking ever so closer to this three-quarter time break. Ball to be tossed back in once more, where the 50 meets the boundary line at the far wing in the Montmorency forward line. Booted forward, it's with Getty now. He can't gain clean possession. Underneath it, Holmes. And the boundary line again. So having a bit of stoppage football here. Montmorency will be happy though that the bleeding has come to a halt. 5 goals to 3 in this quarter in favour of the Tigers.
Yeah, but the Tigers kicked the first 5 of this term, so they've really stemmed the bleeding well.
High ball inside the forward 50 of Montmorency once more. Fist at the back. Sleep. Right foot snap is smothered off the boot. Broadbent, his snap. It is touched off the boot though. Goal umpire was confident with that one. Montmorency players did go up. But another blemish for the Magpies. 57-point lead now for the Tigers as they chip one out of there, and it is in the hands of James and Nadalin. Matthew Clark manning the mark for Montmorency. One of the brighter lights for the Magpies so far today. Nadalin moves it on and sends it towards this broadcast centre wing. Underneath it, Bella and Uzlak both went for it. Jenkin retreats though and sends the ball back towards Clark, who doesn't take a mark. Got good hands on it, but it was good defensive work there by Nadalin, and it will be tossed back in where the 50 meets the boundary line on this broadcast wing though for Montmorency. 25 gone, third term. They are 57 points adrift here at Montmorency Park in your sole Division 1 match today. The ball goes over the head of Gilmore. Sleep underneath it, gets the handball to Lentini, who shovels one more handball forward. Batchelor, right foot snap, finishes that time. It's a good finish from Lockie Batchelor. He's got his second of the day. And now they've actually kicked 4 in a row, Bailey.
Yeah, really good surge just the last 10 to 15 minutes by Montmorency. They're really starting to play well as a unit and looking more dangerous inside 50.
51-point deficit now. They've kicked 4 in a row. These little things are something to take away.
Yeah, exactly. If they can get one or two more before the break, then you just never know.
That is true. We have seen wilder things happen, and they will be riding some high going into the fourth quarter. Heidelberg, maybe they have taken their foot off the gas a little bit, but a couple settlers will be important for the Tigers. Gilmore, right hand, can't win the tap. Bella there. Sleep and Green chasing it. It was good pressure from Clark. Getty, his handball is cut off though. And now Bella sends a spiralling ball inside the forward 50 for Montmorency once more. Back of the pack. Can Holmes get there with the boot? No. It was touched. It was a good effort by Nash Holmes. And now the margin is back to an even 50 points. 50-point lead for Heidelberg. 26 gone, third term. As O'Dwyer just decides to take it easy. Sends a chipping ball to Possar and now to Moxon. They can play it easy here, Heidelberg, to run out this third quarter.
Yeah, which is all they need to do.
Heidelberg goes back to Possar. And it is now in the hands of Dimatina, who looks to move it on now to Tardio. Just chipping it around, showing their class of the Tigers. McKenna provides the hit up, and it's a good one. Now they're a bit more central. They look to switch it out towards his broadcast side. Mark taken by O'Dwyer with Bone providing the pressure. O'Dwyer looks to move it on and does now. He goes inside to Clark. Dylan Clark's had a stellar day to continue on his stellar season. Chips one over the top, and it's an easy ball. It's in the hands now of Moxon. He moves it on again to Bunker. Building our Heidelberg. And there is an open man. What a beautiful pass from Luke Bunker. He's hit up a teammate, and it is Jack Andrew, who will line up for his fourth of the day, and that is a killer for Monty, really.
Yeah, I think the Pies defenders sort of just sagged off and thought that they were going to go deep, and they were able to find a target at the top of the 50.
Jack Andrew, I should say. He will line up for his fourth of the day. 40 metres out, probably directly in front. to put the Tigers back out to 56 points and stop the stem of 4 Magpie goals in a row. McKenna's kick is on the way, and it doesn't look to have made the distance. It's slapped back in by Bella. Keys, right foot snap, is left again. Keys has missed another one. Very interesting choice by William Bella to sort of knock the ball back into play in a risky spot.
Yeah, should have probably tried to rush that one, but they got away with it in the end with Keys missing.
28 gone, third term. Jenkin brings it back in and goes central down the middle of Montmorency Park. Uzlak stands underneath it, couldn't take the mark. Holmes with the good bump. And now Naismith moves it on to Sleep. It finds Clark's hands. He sends it inside the forward 50 once more. It goes over the head of Patterson and goes straight through. Good finish by Matt Clark. He's got 4 for the day. And now it's 45 points.
It's like we said, you never know what can happen when they get on a run. It's 5 on the trot now for the Pies, and they're going to take so much momentum into this final quarter.
They've actually evened the quarter now, 34 points apiece in this third term. 45-point deficit for the Magpies. If they can string through a couple more, if they get 1 or 2 more before three-quarter time, it could be on going into the fourth quarter. Provides for some entertaining viewing for sure, rather than what we were seeing earlier in this third quarter. 45-point lead for the Tigers as we're back in the middle of Monty Park. Gilmore with the tap over the back finds Bunker. That was clean work, but his kick is cut off by Broadbent. Does he look to move it on quickly? Looks for an options. Monty want this flowing football action. Broadbent sends a high ball towards the forward 50 for Montmorency once more. Clark stands underneath it, can't take the mark. At the back of the pack, Batchelor. Siren sounds. Fair to say, it was Heidelberg early in that quarter, but Monty did bring it back. First 5 for the Tigers, second 5 for the Magpies. 17-12, 114, plays 10-9, 69.